Ooh, new loading screen for update 29.10 Railjack rework, which technically it is a Railjack rework. It is new Railjack is what they keep calling it. The new Railjack, update 29.10.0. You can read through this all once you log in, but basically this has finally brought the command Intrinsics, as well as the Plexus, which is basically where you have to go to mod the Railjack now. Upon login, you should... Wow. Yeah. Give me a second. That's what I was looking for. Clans will receive the Railjack monument as a blueprint. That was an interesting one. Didn't expect that. But on login, if you had completed certain criteria, basically max out the grid and build 6 Railjack components, weapons, shields, yeah, I can't remember what the rest are actually called. But there's like 3 weapons, the shields, the... What is it called? It's not the engines, because the engines is a different one. There's the thing that gives you the energy. But they have been basically converted. If you have done that, you will receive all of this goodness. Which is, I like that. Where is, that's all I wanted. The legendary core. The Umbra Forma, icing on the cake. But more than anything else, what I really wanted from this was the rush repair drones, because they can come in very useful. And the Rivens. Oh, and the legendary core. Umbra Forma, I think it's actually getting to the point I have way too many of those. They have kind of lost their rarity, whereas the legendary cores haven't. But on top of this, there is also one other big change. The die rack has been removed. Also, can't help but notice top right of the screen, that is, as we move around, we're trying to move with us. That's bouncing all over the place. Just why? Come in here and, well, there is obviously Railjack mods. We'll get into that in a second. But the die rack you had has been converted to Endo. That is... What did I have before? I have no idea what die rack I had before. It will be in a previous video, but it has been converted on a one-to-one basis into Endo because die rack is no more. What there is the Plexus system, which is located on this terminal over here. If we actually go into this, because I'll have to kind of redo this, there is the integrated mods. These are basically turret damage, speed. There is an aura that you can fit in here that will increase the mod capacity. If I take that out, you can see it's gone down to, but I've just thrown hull and armor in there. There is all of the normal mods you had going here for speed, damage, everything else. There was battle, which is where particle ram and void hole were, and seeking volley was also in here. They are still there, but you can only fit one. So choosing between, there was, what was it? Oh yeah, void hole or seeking volley, because, well, it'll only go into that one slot, so you'll have to choose one or the other. I'm not overly happy that I had them maxed, but they're not maxed anymore. But it is understandable because obviously now you can take them further than they were before. And tactical is still here, has the same kind of problem. Actually, I want you over there. I didn't see you before. Nope. Freeze all enemies or heal all squad members. I'll go for heal all squad members. Thank you. And the V in the middle. So you still have the 3 slots. And now it doesn't mean that you are limited for the integrated mods and the battle mods and the tactical mods. You can fit all of them in here. So the battle and tactics doesn't seem to have a point-based system. As you can see, taking them out and putting them in is not changing the capacity of this. The capacity is just around integrated. And that seems to be about it. For the Plexus, this is basically how you now mod your Railjack. If we go over to Intrinsics, they have refunded everybody and reset everything to rank 1. So no, I'm not. What we're going to concentrate on here, first of all, is maxing out command, because command is here, which means now you can have a crew. And as it says, you have a Railjack, but you need a crew. Go to Fortuna and see Ticker to be able to hire crew members. We will head there in a second. There is points that you can give these crew members. You kind of, if I'm going over there, I want to get it to at least rank 6. And then there is rank 9, which is on call. You can summon your crew member to actually join you in mission. So let me just... But as you can see, it's going to be 512 intrinsics to go from rank 9 to rank 10. So you have to be careful what you do. You can basically get almost everything ranked up now. Almost. I kind of want engineering done, and I'm going to go for that. Which leaves me the 100 and something I had before, which means it's actually cheaper now to rank up than it was before. Which is also great, because I think I had that to begin with. But at the same time, I didn't use the 500 and something. It was 1,000. You need 1,000 to go rank 10. So it's cheaper to actually max these. So the intrinsics is much better than it was before. Obviously still needs over 1,000 to be able to max these two out. But I will be maxing this once it's available, which it's not yet. But there is also a new component, the hull, which is this. Obviously at the minute I just have the standard one there, and I'm going to take a guess that if you in clan research, there will probably be a tier 2 and a tier 3. There is new guns. Ooh, that's going to be really interesting actually. Oh, and another one down here. Weirdly enough, my clan already has this done because it took me an hour to get in. That just frustrated me. So there is, but you have to research the Mark 1 first. That will add hull and armor to your Railjack. Same place everybody else is. We're going to come and see Ticker and hire Railjack crew members. This is something that quite possibly updates a lot, but you can see the points: piloting, gunning, well, 4 on pilot, none on gunning, none on repair, 3 on combat, 1 on endurance. I'm probably going to aim mine more towards gunning, so I definitely want one to do some repairing. You can't really adjust these in here. So that is hired with platinum. Oh wow, okay. We'll hire one for repairing, one for gunning. Just offhand, there you go. And I think I'll leave the other slot empty for now. There is also, before I go any further, a few new things in the marketplace. You can now buy a Railjack. That is going to annoy a lot of people. You can buy the bundle that will give you a new crew member slot, the Railjack, and yes, there is a new Sentinel that is meant to help you out around the Railjack. That's about all I know about this thing. Don't know what weapon it has either, if it even has one. This is available from 2 different bundles, because as well as, first off, before I go any further, the Carapace, Cerebrum and Systems drop from the new Corpus Proximas in Railjack. There are side missions in there you can do to get the parts for this to drop. There are cosmetics that go with it. There is a mask, wings, and, as you could probably guess, a tail. You can buy these separate, or if you are buying these through the marketplace, you can buy the bundle and get all of them. There is probably my favourite thing they have added in a while. This new operator cosmetics, get up. Yes, I have the wings on the operator. More importantly here, and it won't show it, there is a new helmet that goes with it. A new hood, I should say, because it's an operator hood. Altogether, I kind of weirdly like that. Probably more because of the jacket than anything else. It looks so wrong and just goes so well together all at the same time. I'm going to click back on that, go back here so you can see them all together. I like the colour they're in there as well. Nice choice of colours. All because Zepha's Harrier skin is here. This would be Zepha's new Deluxe skin. You can also buy this as part of a bundle or just buy it separately. And it does come with new UI sounds, colour theme, and there is the UI background. best way I can demonstrate the UI background is if we go back to inbox, it's the image in the background. Quite handy, but, well, only if you are a, let's call it, die-hard fan of this, because I'm looking at this and I'm with everybody else. It does actually look very much like, I'm not going to say it because, well, I'm just not, but yeah, I see it. There is also a landing craft skin. This I do like. If we come to the dry dock, go in, go to crew, you can see, because I kind of did this, you can in fact equip a Kuva Lich in your crew. You can also, well, you can't change the weapon on the Kuva Lich. You can change which Kuva Lich you want. You can change, well, you can run all Kuva Liches if you wanted, which I kind of saw as a bit weird. But apparently you can't really change that much about them, as you could see. If we go to train, you can change their points. This is what I was talking about before with the consignment points. Competency points. Add them to repair. No points left, because you can only add 3. So, because I've basically hired gunners, probably a good idea to, well, no, we have repair. This is why I went for repair, and we will add you to, add some to endurance, because you are there just to repair. 1 to shoot, 1 to repair. You can't take away their normal points and add them elsewhere. Of course, you can change their appearance by going to appearance, giving them whatever colour combination you want, have them all matching. You can add sandanas. You cannot add ephemeras yet, but you can add any armour that you happen to have if you see fit. More importantly, you can't do any of this to the Kuva Lich, but you can upgrade the weapons. You can change the weapon and equip any weapon that you own. And the best thing there is it uses your mods. So they are basically, you are handing your weapon to your crew, meaning they will defend your Railjack, and their Sentinel Spectre version, if you get to Commander rank 9, will also be absolutely amazing. Inside of the Corpus Railjack can drop the Athodia. May look familiar. This would be the 10th gen based weapon that you could only get once. Let's just ignore that number 3 in the corner, because I also dropped it on Steam, and then they, for some reason, well, I ended up with 3 of them. I ended up with 3 of everything from that day. That was a very, very weird day. But you can now get this. It's in the game. It's available constantly. It is going to be inside of the Corpus Railjack missions. As is this. Yes, that's right. The Fabled Red Penta. For those who know, this has been around for, it was an exclusive somewhere else. Now you can build it. You can have the Carmine Penta. This is now in-game in the same way you find them from Freight Links. It's Freight Links for this, and Corpus Railjack Shield Derelicts for the Corpus Railjack. That would be the Orokin Shield. Yeah. Finding the parts for all of these is just going to be a nightmare. Remembering there's also a Sentinel in there. And let's not sugarcoat it, there's a new rifle mod with internal bleeding, named Thermal Bleeding. Internal bleeding. There is a new pistol mod, impact status, yeah. There's a new Warframe stance. Ooh, that could actually be really, really good. The Sentinel, as I mentioned earlier, that is in there. Nyx Prime, the Haiku Prime, Sindo Prime, Valkyria Prime, Venka Prime, Cernos Prime are also going to drop there. One thing you will notice is, well, it's an exterminate mission which is based there, but these side missions will come up if you level up piloting enough. Wow, that was quite a boost. At all, but hack security, auto breach, great. Unidentified item, leave, or just give it one of them. There are a lot of new enemies, including, well, the spiders are also on here from Fortuna. The golden hands are in fact here. There they are. So if you need to go there and do those, you can do those during these missions. There's another one. Did not expect to see them, if I'm being brutally honest. Oh yes, this door. This door will require you to exit a certain vehicle if you wish to open it. Because, big thing, during the Railjack missions you can do one thing. Jump in your operator and, oh look, this is new. But you can't use this to open the doors. You can use your necromech in missions now. But, as mentioned, you cannot open doors with them. That was a lovely touch that they may have slightly overlooked there. I mean, why would you ever make you leave the necromech to open doors? Do they not have hands? What are these things on the front of them? What is that? Is that not a hand? Do you not reach with a hand? Look, let me open the door with that. No. You have to exit the necromech. But the big thing is you can use them in missions, which is great. Because obviously better to level these things in normal missions than... Well, there isn't really anywhere else you can... Well, there is, but yeah, we don't talk about open world. If you go all the way to the back and go up the tubes, this is where Samaras and Darvo are. Samaras being over there, Darvo being over there. See, one Darvo. Oh, and Clem. Let's not forget Clem. Clem is also here. It's the middle door. This originally based to be something about the Lotus, the Lotus's room. No, this is where you have docked your Railjack. You can, of course, go in, fast travel, dry dock. This is why the clans kind of got a massive statue. Because, well, the dry dock is now a public thing. You can just go to a relay and there it is. This is also probably why you can buy it with platinum. So you don't need to have your own Railjack to edit this at all. And I do honestly think that was pretty much the only mod I actually wanted from there. Which is fine to get, but I think since this has gone on for way too long anyway, yeah, I've been recording for well over an hour, I think we'll leave this off here. There'll probably be more to come, especially once I actually do this properly. I literally just threw these mods in here, so all of those who jumped down and said that's horrible build, I have no idea what's in here. I can literally just hit remove all and it makes absolutely no difference to me because I've got to go through this again anyway. Probably once I actually get a hull put in here. And none of these mods were upgraded to begin with. This was just... I kind of like the fact that this is here. But at the same time, I wish the skin that was on there matched the skin that you have on your Railjack. Because that's the normal Railjack that appears on the Plexus, but mine has that weird skin on it. Which doesn't quite look right. But, hey, if that's the smallest, pickiest thing I can do about this, where the image doesn't quite match, it can't be all bad. Time will tell, is the best way to put this. But I think for now, we'll leave this off here. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.